what is this? Guys, all of you out right now.
Jared, I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
Welcome back, really glad you could join me today. In this video we're going to be taking a look at this hilarious clip of a guy who quit his job with a marching band. He explains exactly why he's quitting, so I'll just let it play, and then we'll analyze some really interesting bits of body language that goes on here. So let's take a look.
Alright, ready? Okay. My name's I've worked in this hotel, the Providence Renaissance, for 3.5 years. They treat us like shit here, and I'm going to go in and quit right now with the help of my bandmates in the What Cheer Brigade. Woo! Alright, so here we go through the employee entrance now. But high with trumpets. Yeah.
Head information.
So he's clearly incredibly nervous here. He's got his hands behind his back, holding them together. This is him trying to disguise his nervousness and anxiety as to what's about to happen. Hands behind the back like this is typically a sign of dominance, as it takes a lot of confidence to put our most useful weapons, our hands, behind our backs and away from being any use to us. The hands are such an important tool for defense, but he deliberately keeps them out of use. This is feigned confidence, when you factor in that he's constantly pacing around the room and can't keep his attention focused on one place. He walks around the room as his body is filled with adrenaline, which is being released by the sympathetic nervous system via the adrenal glands. His defense mechanism has been triggered, and his body gets him ready to enter the fight, flight, freeze response, filling him with oxygen and pumping chemicals into his blood in preparation. This causes his muscles to become tense, and standing still to become incredibly uncomfortable as he has all this energy inside of him. He pretends to do this power pose to try and convince himself and others that he's in control, but really he's feeling high levels of anxiety. So he keeps pacing around, showing that his body is ready to defend itself. He knows that he's in a high stress situation and his brain prepares him for that. He also does what's called a pacifying behavior. He fidgets with the paper in his hand. This is an attempt to distract himself from the stress that he's experiencing. It's why you Americans call a dummy a pacifier. It helps the baby reduce its stress by distracting it. Interestingly enough, chewing gum has the exact same effect on adults. It dramatically lowers your heart rate and reduces cortisol levels in the blood, which decreases your levels of stress. And also, gum has been used to help addicts calm themselves down and lessen the effects of withdrawal.
What the hell is this? Guys, what is this? Guys, all of you out right now.
Jared, I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
This is the perfect example of someone experiencing high levels of stress in a very short period of time. The boss man instantly tenses his mouth a number of times, and then he rubs his hands down his backside in an attempt to calm himself down and pacify himself. When your stress and cortisol levels increase, your muscles tense up as your body prepares to enter the fight, flight, freeze response. Shaking is also induced due to the elevation in heart rate and blood pressure. Your body produces a surge of hormones when you experience stress. These hormones temporarily increase your blood pressure by causing your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to narrow. It's amazing to see really how fast this process takes effect. And in this example, it took literally 2 seconds for his body to enter this mode. This is such a brilliant video, and I remember seeing it so many years ago. He actually does a super bit of interesting body language that you can see only briefly here. He interlocks his fingers together when he puts his hands in the air. When the fingers are interlocked or interlaced together like this, they're sometimes rubbed together in order to provide the pacifying effect. That's what he's doing here. He's trying to calm himself down after doing something that's incredibly stressful. It shows just how strong an urge he feels to pacify, as he does it whilst his hands are in the air like that. This video really does show a really good example of the defense mechanism in action, and just how quickly the symptoms of stress can manifest themselves. So, yeah, it was a really sad day today. Our queen sadly passed away. Yes, she was 96, and yes, she's just a person, but it's what she represented that is now gone. My great-great-grandparents were alive when she was crowned, and she even swore in Winston Churchill as the Prime Minister, so it really does show that we are at an end of an era. It all feels so strange. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.